What I'm going to do in this video is put up a basha using paracord. I got two different ridge lines. I'm going to use the jungle knots on the one, and then I'll show you the other one, which is a taut-line hitch, which is like a knot that slips both ways, so you can tighten your ridge line up. Okay, and it's easy to do. And I'll also go into another location and show you how to put up a basha, you know, on the mountain or something where there's no trees, in a windy conditions with the paracord as well, because it's a bit different than using the bungee. So I'll show you my technique. Hopefully it'll be nice and windy and difficult for me as well. So, and all that, you know, so to show you that it can be done, you know, okay. So anyway, let's get on with it. And first of all, the gear. What have I got? Well, I got a British Army basha DPM with the paracord all tied up, hanked up and fixed to the edges, ready to go. And in this bag here I've got two ridgeline paracords. You only need the one, but today I'm showing you two different methods, so I got the two, although you could carry the two, it wouldn't hurt. And two carabiners, one on each ridgeline. I don't need the carabiners really. I could get by without them, but they're a bit fancy and so they're quite nice. Two spare bits of rope, one short, one long and one short, all hanked up nicely, and two bits of short paracord there for the prusik knots. And in this bag I've got 8 tent pegs. Okay, 8 tent pegs. So that's the gear so far. Where shall I go? There we go. All right, no tangles, that's a good start. Right, what I've done on the one tree, the first tree, is I've used the carabiner. I just wrapped the rope round and put it through the carabiner. It's easy enough, isn't it? But if you haven't got a carabiner, you could actually just make a loop on this bit of cord on the right and loop it into the little loop on the left there and put a stick in. So you know, you don't need the carabiner, but it's just convenient, isn't it? So that's the first bit. Okay, this is how to do the taut-line hitch. Now, I'm not going to explain it too much. I'll show you in detail with a nice big thick red rope later on. But I'll just give you a rough sort of details. So what I've done, I've wrapped it around the tree, and this bit here is going over the top of the bit on the left, and what you do is you wrap it round 4 times, okay, on just the one, like that. And it's quite a good knot, this, because it's quite handy in this situation because it'll slide back and forth. I'm not counting now. 1, 2. Three. 1, 2, 3. So that's the 4th one. Okay, I'm in this position now. So what I'm going to do is bring this over. This bit's over the top of this bit. I'm going to bring it underneath that one that's coming from the basha. And then I'm going to thread it through so this line follows the path of this one that's come around the tree. Right. Just get you through like that and just pull it tight, put it all tight like that. Okay, and that's it. So that'll tighten it and that'll loosen it. Okay, it's all loose now, and then you can tighten it up and it holds as best you can. You could pull it really hard because you're not pulling against the basha, you're pulling against the tree, so you're not going to rip any stitching, you know, so you can give it a good pull. And that's it, that's holding. And if you wanted to, you could back it up again by doing the same thing, you know, by bringing it over the top there this time and just put it like that, I suppose. But it won't come apart, it's pretty good. Alright, that'll do for now. So that's it. That's the taut-line hitch, my way. It's only a little bit different. And after you've done the knot, you can, like always, just get the excess bit and sort of tidy it up out the way. I'll try and give you a close-up of this knot. Now I've got 2 hands. And just before I done the knot, I threaded it through these little tabs here. Well, you don't have to do that, you just throw it over if you wanted to, it's up to you. So that's it so far. And next up is the prusik knot. So you're going to have a little bit of rope like this with a nice big knot at the end and wrap it through like that once, and then a second time like that. Try to keep it in order. There you go, like that. Because both ropes are the same size, you might have to do it, wrap it around one more time, but I'm going to pull it nice and tight to make sure it works the best it possibly can. Okay, so you've got this sliding knot now that sort of holds on. There, it's not quite holding because I think both ropes are both the same size. I'll give it a good pull. Okay, that seems to be the thing. That's doing it. And then get your basha, the loop there, the little cloth loop, and do like a jungle knot and just wrap that knot around, hold on to it and put it to where you want it. So it's about there, it'll be all right. And yeah, not quite holding. not quite holding. I'll wrap it round again, so there you go, take that knot out. And I'll wrap it round one more time. Sometimes it holds, sometimes it doesn't, you know. Keep these two parallel. You've got to keep these two parallel and not cross over. All right. Sorted. All right. So I've wrapped it 3 times now because I'm going to do it up nice and tight. So it works. And then again, get the knot, put it through this cloth loop on the basha, and it's like a jungle knot, so you just wrap it round, put the knot through, and then slide it tight. There you go, and put it the way you want it. And that's holding now. And do the same on the other side. And there you go, there's the other one done. Wrap round 3 times. And there it is with the jungle knot, if you like, just wrapped through. So there you go, that's holding, and I've pulled it up all tight. So that's real good. All you've got to do now is just peg it out. And that's it. Tweak it up a bit, and that is it. Right, what you can see here is the corner of the basha, and it's all the same on all 4 corners. I put the rope in this direction, like the corner pointing outwards to where it should be, okay? And I've put the rope around the cloth bit and not the grommet, because you can put a post through there. And this is a permanent fixture on here. And also there's 2 knots by there. And there's another knot at the very end, just behind me, and where the tent peg is. And what I could do to shorten it is just unpeg it and put the knot around and back through there like a jungle knot, and that'll shorten it a bit to bring it down. And if I wanted it right down to the ground, I just put the tent peg through there. You know, if there's really bad weather on the one side, a lot of bad wind or rain or both, or I could do that to all 4 corners as well, you know, because you know, you get bad weather in the UK, and you know, so you want to protect yourself, don't you? So there you go. That's not the best, it's not the best method, but it's just my method. That's the way I do it, and it works pretty good. I'll just show you how I fold the rope up so it doesn't get all tangled up. What you do is you put the one end through your fingers like that, the carabiner end preferably, and like you do in the V's to someone, and then you just fold it back and forth, crossing over your little finger and your thumb, just like that. And it doesn't have to be in line or anything. You can it can fold over itself, it doesn't matter. but it's got to be like that, crossing over. Now I believe, I'm not sure, but I've heard that they fold the parachute lines like this, so they sort of, when you jump out, it comes out tidy without tangling up. So but I'm not sure if they do. I only heard it. And also, when I was 19 in 1986, I think, I did parachute jumps. I bought a course on a parachute jumps in Shobdon in Hereford, and I didn't know at the time, but the famous John mcaleese was on the radio on the ground, saying left or right to guide us in, to tell us which rope to pull. So I didn't know he was a guy from the SAS line. But anyway, when you've got a couple of feet left like this, take it off your fingers very carefully, keep that folded like that, and then get this couple of feet left and just wrap it round like that. Lock the first one off, and then just fold it in when you get to the end, and that's it. That's how you fold your ropes, so it doesn't get tangled when you pull it out. So when you attach this to one end, you could just, you don't even have to unfold that, you can just pull it out and it'll come out lovely. So there you go, that's how you do it. And now for the jungle knot method. So here we go. Let's pull that out and put it over the top there, if you can see that. Same as before, just line it. There you go. Stick on there like that. Alright, let's get this. A little bits come out anyway. There you go. It does work, honest. There you go. I'm hoping that you've caught that. So that's the first bit. Right. What you do, I'm not going to rig it up completely again, but what you do is just wrap it round the tree, nice and tight, and then just lock the knots together, really. If you can, let's get that one through there. Just see if I can get that one on there. So you just put the rope through like that. Just see if you can that's it, get it through there. The tighter it is, the better, isn't it? There you go, it's done. And that's it. And to make it a bit, if you're not too sure, you could pull that right through like that. And also, because I've got eight tent pegs, you only, with this method, you only use 6. So you could put one of the tent pegs in between there and actually turn it round as well, and just rest it on the pressure, just rest it on there like that. Okay, so you sort of stick it through there and leave it like that if you want, or you could just turn it round so it's, and then put it over like that, and it'll just stay. And that's how you do the jungle knots. And then you can go ahead and put your basha over the top if you haven't already done so with the loops, and that's it. That's the jungle knots method. Okay, and then when you've done that, you just fold it away, tidy it up a bit, you know. There you go, like that. Oh, and just in case I didn't explain, the jungle knot is, you've got a row of knots along the paracord there, not all the way. From there onwards there's no knots. Okay, so you put your basher down there somewhere, and they're about a hand's width apart. You can see the knots. There's one there, one there, one there, there, and so on to the very end. And the knots are about one hand's width away. Now this you could do at home before you come out into the field, you know, so you do that already rigged up. So there you go, that's how you do the jungle knots. Now you don't have to have a complete ridge like this. If you wanted to, you could have a set of jungle knots on this side and a set of jungle knots on that side, and no ridge line going over the top of the or underneath the basha. It's up to you. It's all different ways, isn't it? But that's the way I like to do it, you know, at the moment. So there you go. Anyway, that's the jungle knot method. Okay, the taut-line hitch with a nice thick red rope so you can see it. Wrap it around the tree like that, and then put it over the top, this bit over the top, and then you wrap it round just this one 4 times. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't have to be 4, it depends on the rope really, I suppose. And then put it over the top of this one, underneath this one coming from the basha, and then this line here that you've got hold of is following this course of this one here, like that. So that's what it looks like when it's all loose. So you give it a tighten up, and there you go, and then it holds, and then you could slide it that way or that way. There you go, done. Right, the chopper's dropped me off in the location down there, just in the field, and my mission is to teach you lot how to put up a basha using paracord and a couple of poles, basha poles that is. So I got a feeling this is going to be a tough one. He could have dropped me off by here, couldn't he? Instead of making me walk up that hill. Bloody pilots, I don't know. Okay, what you want to do first, in windy conditions that is grab hold of your basha upwind on a bit of string and on the paracord, and get at least four tent pegs and pin it down so you can got it under control really. So that's what I got, 4 poles. I've got it upwind. Oh, the wind is coming from behind me, and there you go, it's all blustering about. Sometimes it's quite strong as well. There you go, so it's on and off. So so I'm going to pin it out first to get a control of it. Okay, right, it's under control now. So if the wind comes along really hard, which it's not hard at the moment, but it's still blowing, I've got it under control. So there you go, it's staked out in all 4 corners, and I've put the basha poles in place as well, and undone the string as well, the paracord, so it's all ready to be put up. And I've put it sort of firm, but not extremely firm. So but the secret is, oh, by the way, the mid rib, the top of the apex is along there. There you go, here's the shiny stuff and all that. So I put it like that because the wind is coming from that direction, and eventually I want to put this side down lower at least. Okay, so right, the secret is when you put that pole in and prop it up, it's not going to go up because this is strung out semi-firmly, not the center bits there, just the corners. Okay, so but actually it will. You think it won't go up, but it will. So you just put it up like that, and that's it, you know. And yeah, you do the other side. Yeah, you think you'd have to put it sort of loosely somehow, and and try and work it out, but you don't have to work it out. It works out all right for some strange reason. So there you go. So all you got to do now is get the other 4 pegs, stick them in, and then tweak it up so it's good, you know, and all that. And that's it. That's basically it. So look at it. Look at the wind. Look at the wind. It's completely disabling it. Oh my god. Anyway, let's get the other 4 pegs in, and that'll be it then, I think. And there you go, it's finished. So you can see the one side's low and the other side is just off the ground a little bit. The wind is coming from this direction, blowing that way, so that's nice and low. So that'd be quite nice, out the wind in there. So what I've done is I've put it on its lowest point and put the tent peg through the grommet. All right, and tidied up all the ropes as well. That's the best I could do with that one. I suppose I could put it through there, but it wouldn't make much difference. There is a couple of grommets just over there, and this one as well, if you had more tent pegs. Okay, you could do that, but you know, it doesn't matter, do it. And that's the same there. So but what I've done on this side is on this one I've just, it's a little bit higher. Remember them 2 knots? Well, I've put it in between the 2 knots on that one. The ground is going down anyway like that, so it looks quite high, but this is what it would look like. You know, it's about 4 inches I think, and there's the 2 knots there and there. I could put it in there as well, but it didn't make much difference. And on this one, remember I said before, you could get the knot from back there and loop it up and put it in like a jungle knot. That brings it down just a little bit, and also shortens this cord as well. So there you go, that's it, it's finished. That's what you could do. Could you put the ridgeline rope from the woodland up across there and down? Yes, you can. I've tried it, but in this wind it's not as good. It doesn't work. It needs tweaking up a bit, but you know, it doesn't work as good. So you might as well not bother. And at the end of the day, that bit of rope and a couple of carabiners and whatever is not heavy at all. In fact, it could come in handy with doing other things like. So so that's it. What I did was I put the carabiner down there. I put a slip knot on there so it stays there. Put it through the loop. Another slip knot on there, and then took it down to the first knot of the jungle knots and just pegged it down there somewhere. So but in this wind it wasn't tight enough, really. It wasn't very good. So maybe it was me, I don't know. But anyway, that's it. So that's how you put a basher up, using your poles and your paracord. So it seems weird that you don't have to, when you peg it out, you don't have to peg it out in such a way you can put the poles in. The poles will go in anyway, you know. So there you go, that's the secret, I suppose. So anyway, that's it. Like, share, subscribe, and thanks for watching this far. Cheers. I hope you learned something.